What's going on, everybody? Fire Chicken here at the Scrapyard, and you're kicking it with Chicken. This is episode number 96. Sorry, 95. That's really what I meant. So real quick, I'll just give you a rundown of kind of what we can expect to talk about tonight. So if this is your first time kicking it with Chicken, look, we got the fights, but this is the other part of the channel where you can actually ask questions, get all the behind the scenes information. So this is your chance to talk to me. I run Street Beef Scrapyard. I've been running Street Beef Scrapyard now for almost 4 years now. I've learned a lot. I've met a lot of really cool people, and I've got some really cool opportunities. One of those things is something that I got to do this last weekend, and I'm going to talk about that. I'm also going to talk about the upcoming fights on February 24th. I'm going to talk about an award ceremony coming up. I'm going to talk about I'm going to have a special guest on, and I'm also going to premiere a fight that you've never seen before, a brand new fight. So that's why you should really stick around. I mean, if you're in it for the fights, if that's really what you're about, you know what? You're gonna see a brand new one, fully edited for your enjoyment right here on Kicking It with Chicken. So, all right, let me get straight to it. January 31st. Actually, let's take it back. Let me say hi to a couple people first, and then answer a couple questions, and then I'll get into it. So let's see here. You're kind of getting a shout out right here. Yankee and the Brit, what's up, my guys? Hey, welcome to Kicking with Chicken. Glad to have you. High Speed, what's up? Actually, we don't, because we do it legally. So, Sam K, what's going on, man? Always love to see you on here. Wally, where are you located, though? That's the key question right here. It's not legal everywhere. That's why there's not a Street Beefs in every state. To my guests sitting in the back, you're gonna just have to wait. It's gonna be a little while. I'm gonna go through my trip and stuff first. Yeah, Wisconsin. I know that it's legal in my state, and honestly, that's all that really matters to me right now. Let's see. Ordinary Pete, what's going on? What's good? What's good? What's good? Everything's good. First time on the chat. Welcome, welcome. Cheers. Oh, yeah. Pappas always makes for a good spar. Southern Cali. Yeah, Southern Cali, it ain't legal. It ain't legal in California. Thank you, Wally. Really appreciate it. All right. So let's get into this really quick. I'm going to explain how I'm not showing off the guns. I'm trying to show off the shirt. So BKFC, Bare Knuckle Fight Championship. How did I get hooked up with that? I'm not hooked up with them, but why am I wearing this shirt? So we had a guy come out to our yard. I think he's been coming out to the yard now for about 6 months, maybe a little bit longer. He's been coming out to our yard, and he knew he couldn't fight. He's a pro fighter, and he fights for BKFC. So he loves what we do. He wanted to come out. He wanted to help out, be part of what we do. And I said, you know what? I'm cool with that. So Derek the Buck Gates, the BKFC fighter, he's been coming out now for, like I said, like 5 or 6 months, helping out with various things, cornering people, whatever. Shows his support to the scrapyard. He also wears a Street Beefs hat out to his fights live on pay-per-view, right? It says Street Beefs on it. So that's really cool. Like I've always said to people, I support people that support me. If you don't fuck with me, if you block me from shit, if you ignore me, I'll do the same back. Life's too short to play little games and stuff, and I just you know what, I'm too old for those little kid games. So basically, Derek, he's a good dude, likes what we do. I like what he does. What's up, No Limit? And let him come out to the fights. I was wandering there a little bit. I do that. So one day he messages me and says, "Hey, Fire Chicken, I got this fight. It's out in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and it's BKFC 57." And he said, "Would you like to be my corner?" I was like, "Yes, I would. I would absolutely love to be your corner at BKFC 57." So I said, "Give me the details." He says, "Well, I mean, they'll fly you out. They'll get you a hotel room. They'll pay for your transportation, all that stuff. You just have to show up and you know what? Show up and have a good time, right?" Well, extreme close up. And so I'm like, "Okay, cool, I'm down." And he says, "All right, we're leaving January 31st. We'll be there until February 3rd. Fights are on February 2nd." So I drove down to his place down in Vancouver, and then we went down to Portland Airport. We flew out like 5 hour flight to Fort Lauderdale, and we get there. Beautiful weather. It's like summer here, It was like jumping right into summer, which was really nice. So we went to this Double Pines. I can't even remember. I think it's a Hilton. So that's where we were staying. And it's also where BKFC was doing their weigh-ins and all their media stuff. So because I'm a corner, I had to actually apply for a corner license. They do a background check on me, all that stuff. I have to follow certain rules. And I get there, we check into the hotel, and then Derek's like, "Hey, I got my media obligations tonight, and we gotta go check. We gotta go do that." So his media obligations are he's got to get his picture taken in various poses for fight posters and that kind of stuff, and then he's got to sign a whole bunch of autographs. He's got to do an interview with BKFC, where basically it's the commentators. They're asking him "So what's the plan this time? What's changed?" All that stuff, and he gets his interview, and after that's all done, we're pretty much good to go. It took a few hours, but what was really neat was every one of the fighters was up there. Austin Trout. Everybody that was fighting on the BKFC 57 card was up there doing their own obligations. There were also some other people that were cornering that were part of that and everything that I recognized. Julian Lane, the guy from the Ultimate Fighter, that's "Let me bang, bro. Let me bang, bro." That guy was up there. I got a picture with him. Chris Lights Out Lytle, he's one of the commentators for BKFC. So there's people everywhere, and once we got done with that, he had to make weight the next day. Fortunately, he doesn't cut a whole lot of weight, so he was actually able to get some food that night. And the next day, we had to get down there in the same place, and he had to weigh in about 1:00. This is your official weigh-in. This is where you absolutely have to be on weight. This is the official, And so you're a professional boxer. Can you join? Yeah, but you'd have to kickbox or do MMA. So anyway, we go down there next day. He passes his weigh in. He does his medical. Basically, he talks to a physician. They look him over. They ask him questions, and then they sign off on it. He's got some paperwork he's got to do. Of course, all the fighters are up there again. After that, then it was like, okay, now you guys can eat. So we went out and actually, let me think here. We might have got like a bite to eat, but we didn't really get like a lot of food. To be honest, like when I'm on trips and stuff, I don't eat a whole lot of food. I'm pretty busy. So, sorry, I'm reading a comment. Anyway, so the televised weigh-ins are what you see. Those were that night. And they were at this place, like it was the Dolphin something mall in I honestly I don't even remember what town we were in, because we were staying like 45 minutes away from Fort Lauderdale, so I'm not real sure what city our hotel was in, but the Dolphin Mall was about a block or two away from our hotel. So we had to make it over there. That was kind of cool too, because this was the presentation and everything was all there. The official weigh-ins, they're not televised or anything like that. That's for the state commission and everything to make sure everything's good. They're not putting that stuff on camera. So, but the televised weigh-ins, that's where they do the big presentation. That's where they have the stage. That's where Dave Feldman, the president of BKFC, is there. That's where you have the face-off. That's where they step on the scales, everything. So we get there, it's empty. There's like a bar and stuff outside, and people start showing up. And then eventually all the fighters are there. They're asking, like, is so-and-so here, so-and-so here. They're asking around, making sure everybody's around, checking everybody off. And then basically what we do now is wait, and people just start showing up. And I wait for my guy to go get up on the stage. Of course, I'm live recording this whole thing. If you want to see it, you can go to my my live feed, and it's on there, me doing the live with the weigh-ins and everything. But they go up there, they do their face off. Derek, he comes down, he goes, dude, Mike Perry. So I look over, and Platinum Mike Perry, standing right over there. And so, hey, what's up, Luther? Sorry, I got to interrupt here for a second. Luther, did you get that message I sent you about the manager? I gave him your information, or I gave him your Facebook, and so maybe you guys can link up and talk. Anyway, back to it. So I look over, Platinum Mike Perry's over there. So I'm in my live feed, and I go through the crowd. I get over there, and Mike Perry, he's kind of busy, but I still get a picture with him and everything, and then just kind of watch the rest of the weigh-ins. When the weigh-ins are done, everyone's kind of dispersing. People are just talking. The fighters are doing like interviews with various podcasts all around. I see Dave Feldman. Actually, I've got this chest cam, right? And I have it, and sometimes I use it. I'll take it off and I'll do like B-roll footage or just whatever. And I didn't know I actually had it on when I was talking to Dave Feldman. But yeah, anyway, I got that on recording. Super cool guy. Like he knows what Street Beefs is because of Derek. And I think he's even seen the clip of the Jewish Hammer getting knocked out by Kickin, because the reason why BKFC knows about that video is because in the background, Derek's got a BKFC shirt on, and you can see it clear as day. And so, like, that got 7-8 million views, and they're like, oh, that video, okay, that's where those fights are from. Got it. And so, like, when I went out to BKFC, some of the people out there knew who we were. Everybody's obviously heard of Street Beefs. That goes without saying. But back to it anyway. So I met some people. I made a bunch of these. I I made a bunch of these business cards. So, yeah. Guns down, gloves up, right there. And so I made a bunch of those. They got a description on the back. I don't know if you can read it. It's kind of blurry. Webcam. I made those to hand out to people because, I mean, you can have a conversation, but if down the road they want to talk to you and get a hold of you, you know, it's got all my contact information linked to it. I think it's just a really cool thing to have. But, you know, anyway, I gave them out to quite a few people. Yeah, Yankee, thanks. It'll just watch now. Everybody will start doing the same thing. It's usually how it goes. So I met a bunch of people, you know, and then the live weigh-ins were done. We went out to eat. So the next day, fights, right? Wake up, get ready. We didn't have to be to the Hard Rock. So this was at the Hard Rock Hotel in Fort Lauderdale. So it's a big casino. It's a big guitar out in the middle of nowhere. You know what? Let me think here. I think somebody sent me a picture. Oh, I might be able to upload that. So it's a big guitar shaped hotel out in the middle of nowhere, and that's where the fights were at. So we roll up, we get out, and there, for one, like what I was most impressed with was all of the exotic, expensive cars out front. You had Rolls Royce, Bentley, Lamborghini. There was an Audi R8. We saw a Ferrari. I think a McLaren. But there was just some really high end cars out there, and I'm a car guy, so you know that got my attention. And Derek, the fighter, you know, he's also a car guy, so that got his attention too. Walk through the casino, nice casino. We get to the entrance. You know, we're corners and fighters, so we waited a little while. We went through the metal detectors and everything, got right in the back. Now, when we went through the back, this is an area that fighters from all over have been through. Talking like John Jones, big names have gone through these hallways and been in these rooms that we were in. So we go in, they have them separated between red corner, blue corner, red corner, blue corner, red corner, blue corner. We were red corner. We went in. It's a little tiny room that's got a bathroom in it. And so, you know, we're just kind of getting ready and everything. And then then the BKFC president, Dave Feldman, he comes out to the hallway and tells everyone to go out there. The referees give a full spiel on like expectations, rules. Dave Feldman gives a real inspirational, like pump you up kind of speech. And I couldn't record any of that. I made sure to respect their rules on what I could and what I couldn't record. But basically, just he seems like a really good person that's running these fights. Really looks out for the fighters and everything. So we listened to the referees and everything, went over the rules, and then the referees individually come into the room and talk to the fighters one on one. Hey, don't do this, don't do that. You know, so we're watching the fights on the TV. It's getting closer and closer and closer, and then they're like, "Okay, you guys are up next." So we got like our banner rolled up. We got our bucket with all our stuff in it, our ice, our extra mouth guard, and you know, we walk to the stage. They put you in this like little black room that's curtains. The opponent's on the other side of the curtains, and your fighter's getting ready and everything. And I couldn't record any of that. And then it's just kind of a waiting game because we were kind of in between intermission between the main card and the prelims because Derek was the first fight on the main card, and so they tell us, okay, you guys are going, and we go out. I turn my little chest cam on because I'm allowed to take footage at that point. And Derek goes out. He walks up to the ring. The referee pats him down and puts Vaseline on him. And do the fighters get a BKFC fight kit? Well, I don't know. Can you clarify on that, Daniel? Fight kit. So they get a bucket. They get a towel. They're it's presaged stuff for the fighters. They don't want you bringing your own stuff. We did get free shirts. Derek got a free hat, and those are basically because the BKFC sponsors. Anyway, the sponsors want you to rep their brand and everything. So, they told me, like, I have to wear this shirt out. You have to wear pants. You can't wear shorts, that kind of stuff. But as far as a kit, like, they got posters with all of their signatures on it. I actually have one of the posters that has everybody's signature from BKFC 57 and their pictures on it. But yeah, and Derek gave me a shirt. I bought this one after the event, but yeah, like, I'd have to know what you meant by fighter kit. Anyway, so we go up to the ring, and the fighters are getting in, waiting for the other fighter to come in. They're standing across from each other. Everything that you would see on TV. One thing I will say is it happens so much faster than it does on TV. Like, maybe it's just because you're there and you're in the moment and all the music and all the people watching. I do want to point out also that the Hard Rock sold every ticket at that event, which I don't believe has ever been done for another combat sport, not even UFC. 7,600 people in attendance. They had to open up the third row. I was hoping that I could hang around on the floor section and meet some people after the fights, but they were like, "Nah, you gotta go back up to you got to go up to the seat." They gave us tickets, but they instructed us to go up to the seats after the fights because there were so many people there. So the fight, okay, I'm gonna take you through it. I would encourage you to get the BKFC app. It's you can pay for it for like a year for $50, but you get to watch every single BKFC fight that comes out, and you don't have to. And you can watch all the previous ones too. So it's a good thing to have, good thing to do. And the fight, how did that go? So it didn't go like we wanted it to. I'll say that. It immediately into the fight, Derek got pushed down. Yo, better chill, bro. Or Dana coming for them cheeks. Fight normally merch the fighters have to wear when walking to the cage, but it sounds like, yeah. Okay, Daniel, they did give us a merch kit, but it wasn't really like a kit. Like, we went to the weigh-ins. And they were like, here, you have to wear this shirt. What size are you? Here, you have to wear this shirt. Here's a hat. Because Derek wanted to wear his own personal shirt out. So they gave him a shirt and a hat, but they were like, you got to wear the hat at least. Like, one or the other. Because they got to advertise their new sponsor. So, yes, merch kit. So anyway, the fight started, and Derek got pushed down. What's up, Q-Tip? So the weird thing about BKFC is, like, they don't count knockdowns and stuff the same way that okay, whatever that means. Yeah, shout out Zuel. Shout out Buddy V. Hey, my guest in the back, don't fall asleep. I'm telling a story here. So the fight didn't go the way we wanted it to. He got pushed down. The way that they count knockdowns and stuff in BKFC though, like if you take a knee, it's not the same as like a standing 8 count. Um, okay. Oh, somebody's getting salty. Somebody's getting salty. Anyway, the fight didn't go his way. He ended up getting knocked down. He took a knee, and then his opponent hit him about 5 or 6 times while he was down on a knee. That's a no-go. He complained to the ref about it. The ref didn't really say anything. I believe this was the referee's first time doing BKFC though. So mistakes made, but I don't know what's going to happen from that whole situation. But anyway, he ended up taking a knee right before the end of the round, and he didn't make the count. So with 1 second left, almost made it into that second round. But anyway, we went after the fight. He had to go to the doctor and get checked out and everything. We had to get all his gear out. We went up to our seats. I bought him a couple beers. Somebody recognized me. That was kind of cool. Like they pointed and were like, "That's Fire Chicken," and came running to me and got a picture. Made me feel pretty good, because I mean we're there for Derek and doing, promoting him and doing that whole thing. And it was really neat to see a fan. It was really cool to see a fan wanting a picture and everything all the way out in the middle of nowhere. We went up to our seats. We watched the rest of the fights up there, and that was pretty much it, guys. I got an interview with Chris Lytle. So if you want to watch a full recap of my trip, you can. If you're a member, I see Q-Tip's a member. There's a couple of you. Oh, cool. I didn't even notice this. Hey, you know what though, man? There's always new people coming in, and there's always people leaving. It's not a huge turnover rate, but I'm going to get into it a little bit later about opportunities and what people want from street beefs. But I appreciate the super chat. I really do. Real quick, does anybody want me to gift out 5 memberships? So if I gift out these memberships, you'll be able to go and watch the video. I put together a whole vlog video with interviews, all that stuff for our BKFC trip. So if you just want to go check that video out, I mean, it's in our membership section. It's like $1.99, people. It's nothing. Help support the channel. But you know what I'll do right now is Chris, I don't know why you keep. Hold on. There we go. I'm gonna gift some memberships right now. So let me go here. So if you're not a member of the channel, now I'm gonna say this though, I can't pick and choose who I give the memberships to. So if you're lucky, you'll get memberships. So membership gift. Okay, here we go. Drum roll, please. Who's gonna get a free membership? I thought you were a member, Somk. Somk was gifted a membership. You weren't, but you are. That weird person didn't get a membership. Me was gifted a membership. Wall 3 Creates was gifted a membership. Tony Mascani. Sorry, I screwed that up. Codro, I'll probably screw that up too. I don't know. I think it's a sign that you just need to get the membership from now on. Oh, I got a bunch of comments. Oh, hey, what's up, Instagram? I completely forgot about you guys. I don't normally stream to Instagram, but hey, I know you guys are all used to the seeing the fights, but this is the behind the scenes stuff that we talk about. So look, if you got a membership, maybe you want to be a member, go check out that video I made. I put a lot of time and effort into it, and there's a lot more, it explains everything a lot better than I did here. Okay, so that was my BKFC trip. Met a lot of really cool people, had a really great time. Can't thank Derek enough for having me go on the trip, and hopefully I get a chance to go on more trips with Derek. I really want to see Zach Panel fight out there, Street Beast fighter. Who else? Sydney Smith. She used to train at Neutral Corner. She was supposed to fight on the card, but had some issues right before the fight, so couldn't end up doing that. But I just can't put into words like how much fun that whole experience was, like, honestly. So one thing that I got out of that was one thing that I got out of that and that I was trying to do down there was I want to try to create connections and opportunities for our fighters, whether it's through BKFC, whether it's through management, whether it's for Power Slap, like whatever I can do to give our fighters that whatever they're trying to get out of scrapyard, basically. So everybody comes out here for different reasons. Some people just want to test themselves. Some people, like, it's a bucket list item. Some people are looking to go professional. Some people don't know what they want. Some people just want to be around other people and not be judged and make friends. And so at the scrapyard, we try to accommodate everybody. We treat each other with respect, and we just we're a great community of people. I'll just say that. So we throw monthly events. Some fighters have come through the scrapyard and actually gone pro already. So I think it's just a matter of time until you start seeing people hit those like upper level professional venues. So Hostility recently I believe she got a pro contract. Thick but Quick, Hostility. Jordan Harrington, aka Showtime, he fought at the scrapyard and then went pro in MMA after that. We've got I'm not sure if Hummingbird went pro, but it wouldn't surprise me if he did. Terrifier, he's looking to go pro, so you'll probably see him pro in no time. February 24th are the next events. So that the signups are in our Facebook group. You join the Facebook group, you find the pin post at the top of the group, and you put your information. Make sure you read it, make sure you know where it's at, and make sure you're not like just no showing on fight day because you didn't read the directions. Preacher's son is not pro, I don't believe. Yankee and the Brett. I don't think he's pro. I might be wrong, but he's either like on the verge of going pro or maybe he is. I don't know. Okay, so I'm looking to have Cherry Bomb come back and fight this event. She has an opponent. So Cherry Bomb could use a ride from Oh, yeah. Okay, there you go. Yankee and the Brit. You're right. So they could use rides. Port Angeles for Cherry Bomb, Portland, Oregon for her opponent. So if you're in the Street Beef Scrapyard group and like maybe you've been out before, I know who you are. Get a hold of me if you're willing to bring one of these fighters down to the scrapyard. I really don't want random people doing it that I don't know, because I want them to be safe also. But they're gonna box. They're gonna have fun. If I have another female, I could get. I think the one from Portland will do a grappling match also. So if somebody's down for that wants to sign up. Let's see here. In the middle of nowhere. You keep saying the same thing. Are you sure you're not the one with brain damage? Okay. I forgot I do have a fight for you to premiere tonight, but I'm going to bring on my guest before that because he's like sitting there in the background patiently waiting. Yeah. I am anticipating quite a few fights on the 24th. I think I have 40 to 50 signed up at the moment. I might have 50 actually. Before I get into my guest here, I want to say there's an award ceremony. There's an award ceremony on Heart in the Fight next Saturday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So they do this every year. They give out awards for best fight, fighter of the year, all that stuff. And it's a really cool thing that they do for the fighters. I'm going to go on there and I'm going to present. I believe I'm presenting the award for a couple different, like Rising Star and maybe our fighter of the year. I know it's Rising Star for sure, but make sure you tune in to the 4th annual Street Beefs Awards show this Saturday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Heart in the Fight. You can click on their YouTube channel right there. Go subscribe to it. Give them some love. They cover a bunch of stuff over all the branches of Street Beefs. So we're going to do a big announcement on the awards ceremony. I don't want to tell you guys what it is right now, but it's scrapyard related, and it's something that I've wanted to do for a while, but just felt like the timing was right now, I guess. So I don't want to give you too much information because you guys will guess what it is, and that would ruin the surprise. Okay, let's see here. I got another $10 super chat. Much respect. However, I've been a long-time sub of the main branch. Scrapyard is the best setup tone, and while I understand where Face is coming from, I wish you would adapt. From Port Angeles, Rough Rider. Hey, Port Angeles. I go through there all the time. Look, I'm never in competition with anybody with what we do at the scrapyard. I am only in competition with myself, and that is wanting to make the best thing that we can make, the best product that we can make, the best viewing experience for all of you watching. I've always been into video stuff, art stuff, and I feel like when I create a video, it's artistic expression. I get a chance to show the world like what I can do, and I get a chance to show the world what fighters can do. And hopefully with those two mixed together, somebody sees it and they're like, I want that person to come fight for me, and they can like make their own dreams come true. So thank you for the super chat. Again, I really do appreciate it. Okay, hold on here. I've banned 3 people tonight. Super weird people. Take the glasses off. I mean, if you've ever been on the channel before, I don't always wear the glasses, but Jason Lusk, hey, Is that Jason Lusk from Lacey, Washington? Jason Lusk? I think you're like the only one I know. So we will bring our special guest on right now. I'm going to ask him a few questions. We're going to do a video premiere. That's going to come up. And I think I got a couple other things to talk about. Hey, man, Jason, it's been a while. So here we are. I'm bringing on the one and only La Reina.
Yep.
Hey, dude, take your phone and turn it sideways.
Let's see if it works.
There you go.
There. What's up?
I'm a perfectionist, so that's just
Yeah.
What's new? What's good?
Nothing much. What about you?
Lot been going on, man. Like, it seems like every other day there's something that we're doing, trying to just make the scrapyard better. Whether it's working with Benavides or going on a trip or something, like I'm just constantly grinding to make this the best thing we can make. So if you guys don't know, La Reina is one of our Wall of Fame. He was a runner-up for Fighter of the Year. He's had a number of fights in the scrapyard. He's got a really good record. And recently you started reffing.
Yes, I did. It was fun.
So
Lots to
my
learn.
birthday, yeah, my birthday event. That was your introduction to reffing.
It was a good fight. I've never seen somebody take so many counter shots in person.
Yeah. Hey, you know what though? Like, I don't like those gloves I used. Those Hayabusas. Like, I like the gloves, but they I don't know. I don't think they work good for fighting. I think
Really?
they're better for fighting. No, they're not hard enough.
You should use
They have
Fairtex.
they have a lot of cushion. It feels like when you hit something, it really springs back. The HKA USA gloves, those ones hit hard. I don't know if you've ever used those ones before.
Mm-mm.
The ones that we get from our sponsor, those ones have those have a lot of pop to them. But yeah, it was fun, man. I wasn't planning on fighting, but you guys egged me into it, and I'm trying a new camera out. It does it. So it's the camera that I film the fights with. I hooked it up and I'm using it for a webcam tonight.
Yeah,
But
it
it's
looks
got
nice. Motion
like a
tracking.
tracking thing where it tracks your face. It's weird. Hold on. Stay Humbled or Get Humbled has another $5 super chat. Before I go, shout out to Pause Wrestling. State coming up. Shout out to Gage. You my favorite fighter. All right. Hey, stay humble or get humbled. Appreciate you. Thank you for the super chats tonight. Introduction to reffing. You've got a chance to go back and watch a few of the matches that you reffed. Did you see anything that you could have done different?
Yes, and what's his name? Soul versus Red Rocket. I definitely should have been stricter on the other kid, kicking his nuts multiple times. But yeah, it was just weird all around. But I should have done better on that one. Should have been more strict.
What the camera doesn't see, and I try to put that stuff in there. And just remember, when you're in the ring and you say something like, "We rule a point has to be deducted," just make sure and put a hand up and say 1 point. That way, on camera, people know like that was a point deduction. So that's actually how it ended up being a draw, because we had a standing 8 count for against Soul, but then we also had a point deducted on Red Rocket. So in the end, like it just balanced out, and I think that was a pretty good matchup. That deserved a draw. I'm not disappointed with that decision, but I think you did a fine job. The only thing I would probably say is on some of the stuff, I forget what fight it was. It was Pappas. I think it was
Yeah.
Pappas the fight. So sometimes fighters do like really illegal stuff over and over and over again, and you got to catch it. Like Pappas had, what was his name? Bust Nutting,
Buster.
and he's hitting him in the back, in the kidneys over and over again, like that kind of stuff. There was a few things that Pappas did that were like blatantly illegal, and you'll spot that stuff more. Like overall, you did a really good job. You There's a couple times that you could have called an 8 count when maybe you didn't call an 8 count,
Really? Where?
but I don't remember off the top of my head. But there was one that was like, that probably should have been an 8 count. But I'm nitpicking right now, and you know, it's better than prematurely calling an 8 count.
Yeah.
Because that
Better than-
happened. That happened too with somebody else, but
Oh, I
I'm
know
not.
who you're talking.
Yeah, but I'm not putting him down because, like, you guys are going to make mistakes at first, and the more of these you do, keep in mind, like, we had a referee that we just got rid of. I don't even want to give the guy any attention by saying his name. You know what though? I might give you his old shirt. I'm gonna take his name off the back and maybe let the refs wear it though.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like that guy made so many mistakes, and from somebody that had actual reffing experience, dude, he would like let people just get the shit beat out of him. Like you're standing there with the camera watching, and they're just like bang, 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 bang. It's like sometimes I've even had to yell through the camera, like, dude, what are you doing? It was, oh yeah, it stops the fight. And then I got to hear about it like in the comments, people just ripping me apart. Like, why did the ref let that guy take 20 unanswered shots to the head? It's like
the Canadian, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Somke, like I said, I'm not gonna. It's not you, but if you want to talk about it, you can send me a DM and I'll fill you in on everything that happened. But I will say this, reiterating on that whole ref thing that we recently had to go through. Out at the scrapyard, if you're part of what we do and you represent us and you're in the ring as a referee, some of the stuff that you do outside the ring, if it's really bad, it can come back to us, and we don't want to be associated with certain things. I'm talking mostly with like criminal stuff, things that you could get arrested for, things that are really bad. And if I find out that things like that are going on, and then I'm presented with proof of that, I don't want to get rid of people out here, but I have to sometimes. It takes a long time to build trust with somebody, have them around, feel like you can tell them stuff, and then all of a sudden something happens. Like, don't want to have to get rid of them, but it's necessary sometimes, and that's what happened recently. So we are training new referees like La Reina to fill in those spots. And I will say this: I would like to, like, if we can, get you into some kind of a reffing class, so that you have a more. I'm not saying you did a bad job. I'm just saying, like, it's good to have, like, go through a professional class. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, nice. I'm gonna look into it. I'll talk to Lynn about it. I'll see what we can do. I'll see, where they're at, and if anything, like, you could use it to go ref amateur fights and stuff too, like outside of the scrapyard. So maybe we do like an event somewhere else, and you could be a referee. So creating opportunities, right?
Mm-hmm.
But since you're on the show, and I'm doing all the talking, let's ask you, what are your goals? What are you looking to get out of the scrapyard? What were you looking to get out of the scrapyard when you first came in? And if it changed, why did it change?
I was looking to get in the scrapyard to compete at first, and then after it changed, because I was like, wow, it was a really good place to like talk to people. So I'm like, I like to fight, but it's like I fight just because I can make friends out of fighting. I don't really like to put paws on people. for other reasons. I just like it to the social aspect. It's pretty cool.
Yep. Were you looking to like move up in your career in fighting, or?
I was, but I was like, no, I don't know. I'm kind of confused now. Yeah.
But you're content with like what you're doing out there now. I notice you're not. I notice you're not signing up and stuff, but you also will take matches like if you're there. Like, I guess what I'm saying is like if there's something that makes sense and you're like, okay, yeah, fine, I'll do that match.
Yeah.
You know.
I've definitely.
Thank you, Zachary Glow.
Oh, I think that's the dude Razor from the.
It is Razor. It is Razor.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what I was looking forward to in the scrapyard. But I was like, oh, this roughing stuff is pretty cool. Holding the camera was awesome.
You made friends, right?
Yeah, a lot.
You know what I really like seeing is going to your guys's like Facebooks and stuff and seeing all the people that are on your list that are from the scrapyard. That means a lot to me, because it means like all these people because you came out here and are part of the community. So that's cool. Like K Dog says, Kenny Show right here. If you guys are my only friends I have in Washington. See?
Wow, that means a lot.
Yeah. Q-tip, GoPro. I don't know what you mean by GoPro. Oh, GoPro. I was thinking he meant like a GoPro camera, because I'm always thinking of camera stuff.
Oh, yeah.
GoPro. Are you looking to GoPro, Q-tip? If you are, get a hold of me.
What?
I have connections now. Yes. And you're a solid dude, so I would definitely. I especially want to work with people that are in the scrapyard that are consistent, that show up when they say they're going to show up, that are just good people that I know are going to put a big effort into whatever path I help them on.
I like that.
So, I mean, I kind of feel like this, I got into, LA area should go, La Arena should go pro, but you got to have your heart into it, like to really go pro. Q-tip. I mean, I was doing amateur for a while. I had a career in it or whatever, but I just never wanted to go pro, to be honest. Like, I think I just wanted to test myself. I'd be tweaking, bruh. What's up? Not me. I'm not tweaking. That's somebody said.
Oh, yeah. I know. I saw it.
Yeah. So, you know what? It's okay. Things change. Your goals change. It doesn't matter to us. We just want to help you get where you want to get. So, yeah.
That's awesome. I like that.
So, anything you want to talk about, or?
Yeah. What any potential matchups for this next event that you have in mind, or no?
I've got the one for Cherry Bomb, but I do need to get somebody to come from Portland. So she did say that she could come from Vancouver, like she could make it to Vancouver. So if any of the Backyard Bastards like Ninja Steve or Vic Jr. or Chongo, if any of them are down there and wouldn't mind giving her a ride, and I trust those guys to give her a ride, so I'm cool with that. But like, I would really appreciate it. I could even like maybe help out with a little bit of gas money or something, do what I can. But if anybody is down, get a hold of me.
Do you know when that violinist is coming to fight?
I believe next month. What's her name? Beethoven. BAE Toven.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. she's supposed to fight Volkova, and I have to get back to them because that's supposed to happen. I want to make sure it's still in the works and everything. But that's going to be interesting. Maybe I'll have her play the violin for her opening.
I asked her that. I was like, "You should play the violin." She said, "Oh, Steve lets me." I'm like, "Yeah,
Lets you? Like,
yeah,
it's your time,
Yeah,
Especially if she does something that's like do 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 do, like really quick, or like suspenseful music. Like that would be really cool. Have it down here, and then just like, the suspenseful music playing while she's giving her interview. That'd be pretty cool.
It's not copyrighted either. So,
right.
Yeah, you can have it.
Live violin song, K. Live violin. Yes, sir.
Wow. Are you fighting again, Steve?
I don't know, man. Like, I'm one thing about my position out here is my position is not fighter. My position is
camera.
Kind of, but I do more than camera.
Mm-hmm.
Host. My position is host, creator. So my energy goes into that kind of stuff. I do work out, but maybe I don't think highly enough of my ability. I don't know, but I just I don't know. Maybe I should do more.
It'd be nice. But at least I saw you fight again, so that's good.
At least you saw me fight again. Did you see me fight last year?
No, you fought Black Panther. Oh no, I saw that.
I fought Humble One also.
Yeah. What happened to him?
Oh, you were there?
Yeah.
I haven't heard from him.
Oh, okay.
I don't know who this is, but it's a good question. So, because it says Facebook user. So I'm going to answer this really quick. It depends on what I think of myself as a boxer more than a grappler now, because it's what I train in. I don't train in grappling. I don't. Oh, okay. Got you. I don't train grappling anymore. I had like some back issues going on, and I quit doing it. But if I could get in and get some mat time in, I might consider myself a grappler again. I never consider myself high level. I've always just said, like, I'm a no-gi jiu-jitsu guy. I don't have a belt in gi. I've done it for a long time, but it's inconsistent. There's been time periods where I would say that my grappling was decent, but like right now, if I were to take a grappling match, like for instance, my last few grappling matches I did, like I hadn't trained at any point in between those grappling matches. So if you don't train in something, it just I'm just reading this dumbass's comments. He does not like my glasses. He does not like my pit vipers.
Oh man, those are expensive.
I like them. I don't care. I've never been the type of person that's ever cared about what other people think. I like what I like, and I don't care if it's popular. I just like what I like.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever. My street beef grappling record, Somke, it's like 20 to 30 in one. I give Pappas the one that he got me in. I'm not disappointed. Well, I'm disappointed a little bit in that whole thing, but I'm disappointed in that grappling match with Pappas. But at the same time, like, he caught me off guard and he got me. I was frustrated, so I tapped out. So I'm like 20 something and one in grappling. But honestly, like in boxing, I've never lost a boxing match. They gave that one to Black Panther, and then I sent the fight to Virginia, and they did a review panel on it, and they actually, the entire panel actually said I won. So instead of taking away Black Panther's victory, I made it a draw. And the panel, we had the panel around before that. The whole point on that was if a fighter feels like they really won the match, then I could send this video off, have people that I don't know who they are review it, and then it comes back. I do have my own panel now. I did just start a new one, so I have a number of people in there that are, have a lot of experience with MMA, boxing, whatever. And I can send it out there. Like I recently did it with a couple fights. I did it with two, but the one, and I haven't made this public yet. Yeah, like you versus Shrugs. Yep. One that I haven't made public was Baby Hippo versus DAD.
Oh, that was a good one. I like that fight.
It was a good fight, and I have to say that I was really impressed with DAD.
Mm-hmm.
Like he really came in and has shown massive improvements. Massive improvements. I was impressed. I actually did a grappling match against DAD one time. I'm pretty sure he surprised me in the grappling match too. But anyway, he surprised me with how well he did in the boxing match because he's constantly getting better. And so I sent his fight out, and honestly, like it wasn't 100% for Baby Hippo. Like it was probably 75-25. So like I can't give him win when he didn't. If he would have got the majority, I would have said, okay, it's a draw. Because I'm not going to take somebody's win away that had their hand raised. That I don't think that's right. And so unfortunately he didn't catch the win on this one. But he actually did fight somebody that had just fought the champion, who was Flex. So he fought Baby Hippo, who fought Flex, who's the 205 champion. So, I mean, that in itself is like, dude, you've gotten a lot better. And I know he was disappointed with the decision, but he really should be proud of himself.
Yeah, how old is he? Like 40?
Who, Dad?
Yeah.
No, I think he's like 30.
Really?
Hold on, wow. I have all the information.
Not making fun of anybody, Some look older.
No, it's you know what? Sometimes
it's genetics.
Sometimes it's hard to tell how old somebody is.
Yeah.
I always get told I look younger than I am, but DAD is 31.
Whoa.
So I'm 10 years old. Crazy. I'm 10 years older than him.
What?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. Huh. Hey, camera does weird things. Also, there's also the weight. People are always like, those two are not the same weight. I'm like, we weigh them at every single event. We have a scale there. I've never seen somebody show up and not get on the scale. The only thing we the two things that we measure are reach and weight. We take your word for it on height, and even your record, I'll take your word for it. But usually, like, I'll eventually find out the record thing because, like, I'll look up your old fights and all that. Which, by the way, I still have to go through, and it just reminded me I have to go through and make a Fighter of the Year video for Crazy Legs. I still haven't done that yet.
Ooh. It's gonna be mad.
Yeah, I know. But hey, listen, it's because he has so many fights. So I'm just I'm almost I'm not saying I'm glad Lights Out didn't win Fighter of the Year, but I am glad I don't. No, because you guys, anybody that was nominated deserved it, but I just wouldn't want to make a video up with all of his fights in it. It's like, geez, it'd take me like some of those videos take me so long to make. Just like the vlog video that I made for my trip, that took a long time to make.
Yeah.
I have the fights, I have them down now to where I can pump them out 2 hours, but that's because I have like all the templates and everything already made up, and then I just have to tweak things.
Is there anything you would want to improve on? Because I was like watching a Street Beef's main branch video.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh man, the scrapyard is really different. Like, I didn't realize how much different it was than the original yard. And I was like, wow, they actually.
But honestly, though, it's not.
intros.
It's not a bad thing that we're different because it's individuality. Like I say, every branch has its own look to it. But when you start doing too much of the same as the other branch, then another branch, then it kind of blends them together, and people can't really tell the difference as much.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Eric, sign up. Don't be a pussy. Sign up. Fuck. This guy's been running his mouth the whole time. He's crying about my sunglasses.
Do a championship fight versus the glasses. I don't know.
Dude. It's funny because the biggest mouths never sign up.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I can't think of any trolls necessarily that we've had come out to the yard and actually fight. It just doesn't happen. I know it's happened a few times in the OG yard, but with us, nah. People just whine, cry, complain on here, and then I'm like, sign up, and then they just make some kind of stupid excuse up, or, well, I live too far away. Why don't you pay for my plane ticket? Well, then don't run your mouth. Glove up or shut up. Maybe to hide their identity. Maybe.
Yeah.
It's probably some little kid in his parents' basement in Georgia, sitting there eating a bag of Cheetos, playing Fortnite, and commenting on my live.
Dang.
I called it right there.
You just hacked him. Or her. I don't know.
It's past midnight, little kid. Aren't you past your bedtime? You're going to get your Xbox taken away. Go to bed.
Oh, No Limit's in the chat. What's up, No Limit?
Yes, he is.
Man, he's
No
awesome.
Limit. You're going to come out and he's got a... How you going to call me out like that? Hey. I was talking to Eric. I didn't know I was talking to more than one. No Limit. When are you going to come out and get that wall of fame? It's like right there in your grasp. It's close. You need like 1 or 2 more fights. I think it's 2 because Flex got on the wall.
Oh, yep. Last guy to be on the wall. All Peixoto members too. That's crazy. All team Peixoto, right side. Almost all. But yeah, those.
Who's not on there? Oh, Ronan.
Yeah.
Pretty much everybody else though. Everybody that's been on Team Peixoto. Not true because we had like the twins. They never got on the wall.
Turco and his brother, Turkish Assassin. When are they coming back?
I don't know.
Wasn't Turkish or Assassin or Turco supposed to fight Malik like 5 times?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. You know what? I see people that I'm not saying that this is necessarily true, but I do notice sometimes fighters, and again, I don't mean this particularly in particular this fighter, but I will say I do notice when some fighters get their their fights up there, like their win ratio.
Yeah.
that they almost feel like they don't want to risk taking a loss, which is crazy to me because it's like you're missing out on so much experience. You're not fighting the best people if you're not willing to risk taking a loss.
Mm.
Oh, hold on. We got to find out who Zach Lawson is now. That probably uses his real name on here. So we can look up. Oh, I mean Eric Lawson. I didn't mean Zach. Eric Lawson, 55 years old, and Georgia. Zach, I'm 55, out of shape, and fairly certain you or Shit Glasses host couldn't make it one round. Oh, really?
So funny.
Hey, you know what? You know what, Eric? You're right under that 60-year-old age limit. So, like, cash out your pension, get yourself a plane ticket, and fly your out of shape ass over here, or shut the fuck up. Pardon my language, but it's always mouthy people that can't back up with the can't back their mouth up. Never. You're not gonna see some like badass pro fighter on here talking shit to everybody. It's always gonna be somebody that's like, sitting in their lazy boy watching UFC like, oh man, he should have used the 1-2 hook right there and then went for the takedown. Like, that's what I would have done if I was there.
Yeah, in a bar, thinking about what they
Coulda, shoulda, woulda, never has been.
I was supposed to go in the NFL until I dropped out.
Oh yeah.
Dang, that's crazy. He's talking trash to one of the trash talkers in the group chats. Razor. Razor's got a mouth on him. He's been talking trash to everybody.
Razor.
And it's pretty entertaining. It's pretty entertaining. Just gotta watch how he's talking. He's gotta watch how he's talking too, though.
I know.
There's a respect line.
It's harmless, but you just got to know, not everybody takes it the way that you intend it. So, maybe you're respectfully saying something, but people might take it as a call out or whatever. You just got to be careful how you say things.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. Who the fuck is that? I gotta post that. He's an out of shape older gentleman from Georgia that has a hatred towards my sunglasses and says he's fairly certain he could kick my ass and Razor's ass. But I refuse to take my sunglasses off out of protest, so it's got him all heated up. And I don't want to hear about somebody going through cardiac arrest because they got all worked up on my live chat in Georgia. So take the blood pressure down a little bit and just chill out. I'm gonna keep the sunglasses on.
Dang.
Eric Lawson. Okay, man. Okay.
Are we gonna look him up on Facebook?
I'm gonna look him up. Let's see if we can find him.
Yeah, I think there's a nice respect line in the scrapyard, especially if there's like seasoned fighters. There's usually ones that are like, hey, you got to respect this guy because he's been through a lot, or hey, this guy's pretty chill. You can kind of be buddy with him. Yeah.
Yeah, you should respect people's how much some people have accomplished out in the yard. Mm-hmm. You should respect people's positions out in the scrapyard. I get that individual. I won't go as far as saying beef, but individual words go back and forth. We really are pretty respectful and low key out there, though. Like we honestly don't get like a lot of drama.
No. What's up, 432 HZ and IBT Kimbra? It's good. No, they're trying to see if we can see the comments.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I can see the comments. Oh, yeah, they ain't responding. Sorry if I missed your comments, man. I've been on a rant. So, whatever you got to ask it again, and I'm in WPB. Let's spar. What's WPB? What's WPB? I don't know what that is. What's up? I'd appreciate it. Eric Lawson, meet me in Washington so I can film an ass whooping.
Oh, see, look, he's got a mouth on him. That's awesome.
Yeah, Razor.
I
I call. Hey, Razor. I call dibs on that. West Palm. I'm a martial artist. Palm Beach. Palm Beach, is that Cali? Or is that Florida? I don't know. We provide bimbos.
Nice.
West
South
Palm
Florida.
Beach. Oh, South Florida. Yeah, I was just out there in the middle of nowhere in Fort Lauderdale.
Oh yeah, did someone get mad at that too? They're like, oh, man, not middle of nowhere.
Oh. Did you get my ad yet? I don't know what your ad is.
Dang.
All right. Razor says I got it. Hey, maybe he's got a kid or something he'll bring. You can have his kid.
Oh man.
We could tag team boxing.
Father
and son versus Fire Chicken and smaller Fire Chicken.
Are we actually gonna have that in the scrapyard?
Tag team?
Yeah.
We could.
So I remember Flex wanted to do one last year. He was saying something in the chat. He was like, "Oh, how about me and Crazy Legs versus Lights Out and JB at the time?" I remember that. And
Wait,
then after that,
who wanted to do it?
Flex. But then that was last year.
Flex wants to do a tag team. Flex wants to do a tag team match with everybody. I think that's just something he wants to do. But I mean, obviously, I'm okay with doing a tag boxing match. I'm just not pushing for it. So if he pushes enough, I'll eventually do it. But
I was watching it in the main branch and I was like, man, there's a bunch of so much of things going on. I'm like, I don't know what to focus on.
Did you see what Viking Warrior wants to do this event?
What is it?
Like a Shark Tank?
Oh, I think so. Yeah. With everybody?
He wants to against everybody.
So is everyone gonna wear 12-ounce gloves?
I don't know, man, but I could see it if it was more of a spar, but I mean, you can't say that. I don't think myself that I could go against multiple 13 opponents. I couldn't. There's just no way. Not going full on, because regardless of how good a cardio you're in, you will start to slow down after a few rounds. And if you've got people in there that are really good, you're going to be in trouble. So, but if it's more of a spar, it's like, okay, I can go to a gym, I can do multiple sparring rounds, that kind of thing. 619 went through 13 people, but I mean, that was a spar, though. It was a hard spar.
Yep. Tag team. There's got to be a reward for that. You can't just do that and just not get nothing out of it.
Right.
Maybe name the wall like most people fought. I guess not fought, but Shark Tank record is this. Cool.
Right. Yeah. Regardless, I think it'll be a cool video to put out. I'll take part in that. I'll jump in. I'll go number one, man. I don't care. I'll take him when he's the most fresh. It don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
That's the kind of thing that I feel like would be, yeah, I could definitely jump in.
You got any dream matchups that you would like to match up, Fire Chicken?
That I'd like to see other people or myself?
You like to see other people?
Oh, I thought you would have taken the bait on that one and said the other one, but
Oh well, both.
shit, dude. I feel like if I say it though, well, for one, I don't have any like right on top of my head, but I have thought about ones in the past. But I feel like if I do say it, it almost makes it like it's got to happen, like a call out almost. And I don't want anybody to.
Sorry,
I don't
my
want
thing keeps
anybody to feel like.
bugging out.
Oh, it's okay. I don't want anybody to feel like it's like they're obligated to fight me because I called them out or whatever. I mean, I'm just in a weird spot, man, because like I don't really train, but I do have experience, and like I don't know, man. It's just weird because some people don't want to box me because they think I'm going to think of them different. I boxed Black Panther, and he said it to me. He's like, "Hey, I don't want anything to be different. If we box." I'm just like, dude, it's a boxing match. Like, I got no beef. And honestly, Black Panther's he's one of the coolest guys in the scrapyard. I talk to him all the time.
Yeah,
Um,
he's pretty
I
dope.
don't necessarily associate. I think that's also a reason. Like, I don't associate anger or anything like that with. Whoa, there we go. With fighting as much anymore. So I think that's why I'm not that aggressive anymore. I don't go in there and just try to end it super fast.
I just say whatever comes to your mind.
Yeah. So let me think here. I would. Give me a name and I'll tell you who I think I would like to see him against. That might work better.
All right. Ninja Steve.
Ninja Steve. Okay. So there's a couple people I wouldn't mind seeing him go up against. And the reason I'll bring this up, and not saying that they need to do it, but there was one point where Lights Out wanted to fight him, and I didn't want it to happen because like he was a level below Lights Out. But he wanted it, and so I gave it to him. And I feel like even though he didn't win that, he still gained something out of it, So I think Ninja Steve and I'd box you No Limit. I would. Same weight. But I was thinking Razor or Astro, maybe one of these newer guys that's getting a couple wins in. Ninja Steve would be a good opponent. There, it's going to be kind of that next level up. It's like, yeah, maybe you don't win that fight, but you'll learn something from it. You'll see where you need to improve on. So I think some of those work out pretty good. He's going to be out for a little bit, so actually Eric Lawson. I am a fighter. I have a number of fights actually. So I mean, I've been training. I've been training since I'll also say this way. I've been training since 2020. No, I've been training since 2004. I've had 4 MMA fights. I've had over 30 grappling matches. I had 1 amateur boxing match when I was 9. I've had 8 or 9. I've had 8 or 9 street beast boxing matches. I would think that I technically qualify as a fighter. I mean, so
Yeah, I think so too.
let me ask you this. Let me ask you a serious question, Eric. What's your fight record? Like what's your fight record? And that's all we need to talk about right there.
He's gonna get you with the why I oughta.
Oh geez. No chicken leaves the coop without a few major scraps. I love that. I want to fight Crash Dummy and the guy he just fought couldn't. Oh, you want to fight the chef? Actually, dude, No Limit versus Crash Dummy would be a good one.
Yeah, be nice.
So the chef too.
MMA? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. You got
Yeah,
it. I believe in no limits.
I do too. His only limit is himself.
Yep. Then, well, good
who
matchup
else?
for Razor.
For Razor?
Yeah, he was saying earlier in the fighter chat, he was like, "Oh man, me and Illuminate the State would be good." I'm like, yeah, I was like thinking what Flex was saying. Not gonna say it, but that's exactly how I'm feeling.
He mentioned a few people. You're outside his weight class. Like that wouldn't be a good matchup for him.
Oh
Plus,
yeah, he was like, "Who the heck do you guys
you're
want
out
me
of
to
his
call
weight
out?"
and his experience. But I get he's really eager to fight, which is great, and I love that. But you just got to go with the process, and that's we book you matches when you come out to the scrapyard. And personally, I would rather not know who I'm fighting. I was talking about this the other day, and I feel like if you don't know who your opponent is, you don't get as stressed out because you don't feel like you don't have a face that you're constantly thinking about and running through your mind how this matchup's going to go. If it's a mystery opponent, you don't there's no game plan you can make against a question mark. You just have to rely on how good you are, and that is street beefs
Randomness.
encompassed into one. It's sign up, show up, get matched up, fight. Rare occasions, yes, we do match people up ahead of time, but some of the fun is just rolling that dice.
Mm-hmm. Somk versus Gash kickboxing. That would be a nice fight. But unfortunately, Gash is gone.
Gash has said she wants to come back. But that would be cool.
Yeah.
I don't know about that one though. Like,
No, I know, but I was just saying it because like a comment said it.
you are, yeah. Like,
He said, "Stop it."
stop it. Guaranteed 1 million views. Somk.
Look, Somk, there's fame for you. Fame. No.
Oh, geez. What about Solo? Who do we give Solo to?
One of the West Coast
Ronan.
guys. They invade.
Solo? No.
Solo said he wouldn't want to.
Here's the thing. Like, I don't want to give Solo to somebody that's asking me to fight Solo. It's like when somebody asks you for money versus when you see that somebody needs money and you give it to them. Like it's the difference between kind of asking and getting that gift. And I feel like I want to give Solo to somebody like that's. Oh, what's up, King Kai?
King Kai.
I would like to give Solo to somebody that's in our Solo versus Sifu Panda 2. That I would love to see that, because honestly, I don't feel necessarily that Solo won that fight. And so
I can see that.
I think, and I actually talked to Sifu Panda recently, he does want to come back.
A lot of guys want to come back. That's awesome.
Hold on. Here's a serious question. Absolutely no hate here, but would Gash ever fight girls? That's a discussion for another time.
Yeah.
I don't. I'd have to talk to Gash about that.
Solo
I don't
versus Busta Nutting.
Who?
Razor said Busta Nutting to do that just fought Pappas.
Nah. No, I don't want to see that one. Honestly, like
yeah.
No.
Batman Smooth versus Soul.
No. I'm thinking here.
Ronan versus Solo? That wouldn't be bad.
That wouldn't be bad. No,
That would be
I would
good.
do that one.
Back then, remember? I don't know if you remember. It was quite a long time ago. But you and Jay Gotham were on that interview with the three other guys.
Canadian.
No, not Canadian. It was Mr. June, Armin War
Oh,
or
Fight
Armin
Team
Hammer.
206.
Yes, I remember that. You guys were like, "Hey, who would win?" And then Jay Gotham was like, "Yo, I got Solo." I was like, "Dang."
Solo against who?
Ronan at the time. I remember back then
Oh,
you guys were like, it doesn't make sense right now. But right now, it makes sense.
it kind of
Does.
does. Only because, like, when I think about it, the people that have fought Solo in the past have tired themselves out by hitting Solo, and then he can basically just he's a damage sponge. Like,
Yeah.
did you ever watch Marvel? Were you into Marvel?
Yeah.
Did you watch the old X-Men?
Mm-hmm.
Like old. Do you know who the Blob is?
Yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
he could basically like just absorb all the damage that's done to him. Has the comedian fought Solo? No, the comedian hasn't fought Solo.
That's interesting. If they want to do kickboxing, though.
I told comedian I would kickbox him, but that was before I boxed him because he was interested. He said he would do a kickboxing match, and I said, "Well, I would do one. No, I've never done kickboxing before." And he was like, "Okay, whatever." But then we ended up boxing at my last event, so it wasn't really. I just don't see the point in doing kickboxing now. But Bustin, what about Bustin Nutting versus the comedian?
That would be nice. I think Busta Nutting would knock comedian up.
Do you think he would knock him out, or do you think he would just pick him apart?
Oh, you
I
picked
don't.
them apart. You almost knocked them out. I almost gave an 8 count to comedian multiple times.
Yeah,
Yeah, I did. And then Busta Nutting, like when he was hitting Pappas, like it was. You heard it with me. Like it was thud. Like I've never heard thud like that before. Maybe because
yeah.
it was like my first time reffing a fight with two people that big, but it was just like boom, boom, boom. It was really loud. So I don't know.
The worst,
Maybe comedian has a chin. I don't know.
the worst fight I've ever, the worst shot I've ever seen Pappas get hit with was Solo. That
Oh,
kick to
the
the
leg
head.
kick. Mm.
He kicked him in the head, dude. Like that. I've never seen Pappas get hit that hard before.
Yeah, dust flew off of his foot.
I don't even think Solo knew he was throwing that. I think he just threw a random kick in a random direction, and
He
Pappas
sensed.
ducked his head right into it.
He sensed it. That's the great thing about Solo. He just does stuff.
Who is the Emmanuel? I swear I've seen that before. The Emmanuel. Maybe not. It looks familiar. I can't do a generous donation to you. I mean, I gave out some free. Um, I was also thinking, like, I got an idea, or somebody got it, and I'm just relaying it. But I want to do some like giveaways on here, but I don't know how to do it. So, like, how do you come up with the criteria to give something away, man? Like, if I got a pair of boxing gloves, right, and say I'm getting ready to retire the boxing gloves, because, like, honestly, I'm looking at a pair, and I remember Jay Gotham fought in his last fight down in Arizona with them on. He was wearing those gloves. Lots of people have worn those gloves.
The white
But
ones?
instead of throwing them away, have some fighters sign them and then mail them to somebody.
Some fan?
Yeah.
Yeah. You could do that in the beginning. Just be like, hey guys, if you want to win, if you want a chance to win a free giveaway for these gloves signed by all these fighters, you have to
Join the
comment.
membership section.
Well, yeah, or you could make them comment something, and you could choose the winner randomly. Just reply to them. on a day you're
I
feeling like,
think what I'm going to do though is I'll get them to join the membership, because the membership, I feel like I put stuff out there, and if you don't know about the membership section, um, there is something that's really neat about it, and it's the fact that you get to see every single fight before anybody else gets to see the fight. Sometimes I binge edit, where I'll come up here and I'll spend like 2 days, 3 days just editing and editing and editing, and you guys would get a chance to see that. Oh, I never made a thumbnail for that yet. You guys would get a chance. You guys get a chance to see all of those fights before the public gets to see them. You get a chance to like it and comment on it and say, "Dude, you spelled my name wrong." Like whatever, you can go on there. Also, if I do vlogs, travel vlogs, or training videos, or that kind of stuff, like I put that on my membership section. I think it's the equivalent to like what people say OnlyFans is. It's behind the scenes stuff without the nudity, though.
yeah, Milo. Oh, that's the new guy, the 125 dude, right? He's
Oh my!
125.
Oh, Milo, what's up? Yeah.
Ooh, him versus Soul, or if the dude Soul fought Red
Yes.
Rocket is coming back, that would be a good one.
Soul
Even
or
though
Red
they're
Rocket,
yeah,
kickboxing.
yeah.
Who you want to sign up and win it? So here's what I'm going to do at the next event. I'll bring these boxing gloves out. I'll bring a paint pen out, or a Sharpie, and I'll have people sign them. I'll get some signatures on these things.
Only the fighters.
Well, yeah, it's only going to be the fighters, not the referees. I'm just kidding.
What?
I'll have you guys sign them, and then what I'll do is I'll make a video for my members, and I'll make a video on here, and I'll say, "Hey, members, sign up. It's the join button on our YouTube channel. Super simple to do. No obligation. Cancel anytime. Accept the terms and conditions. All that stuff. But you do get stuff that goes along with it. You get some custom emojis, but the real thing is like the behind the scenes. But the more people we have join that, like the more time I'll invest into it, to be honest. So if we've got like a whole bunch of people as members, then I can do like live videos just for the members. I was thinking of even the live events, making it so only members can comment, to be honest.
That'd be cool. Instead of like having those random people that are like
Random people making stupid comments and
what are these idiots doing here or something
right.
like that. Yeah.
Anybody would be able to watch. I'm not going to take that away from people, but it would only be, certain people that could actually comment.
Yeah.
So, you guys, I did promise you a premiere. So I'm going to premiere one of the fights. It is Lights Out versus King 4-Dub. So I just finished this video today. I changed up a couple things, not too much, but I'm gonna remove us. No, I'll keep us on here. All right, here we go. Okay, so real quick. Oh, damn it. See, I paused it too soon. One thing I want to point out is the stats here. So you got King 4-Dub. His only loss, he fought one time in the scrapyard, and that was against the African. So that was back when we first got our new cage together. I've known King 4-Dub for Joseph for quite a while. I've cornered him in fights before. I think I cornered him in 2 fights. So he's got actual amateur experience. Actually, he's got quite a bit of amateur experience. So when you guys see a matchup like this where it says 28-7 versus 0-1, you notice I put right in there Street Beef's record, because that's the only ones that apply here. I don't take people's amateur records and put them on here. So keep in mind that Sometimes we put matchups together that look like they're really off balance. Sometimes they are because fighters just want to fight each other sometimes, but also there's more that goes into the matchmaking than just what you guys see on the screen. So back to it.
What's up, King 4 Dub? Happy birthday to Fire Chicken. Just trying to test my skills.
What's up, man? Hey, I'm pretty sure I'm the most hated person on YouTube sometimes because people don't like me, but it's okay. They don't want to come see me anyway, so it is what it is.
What's up, everybody? Fire Chicken here at the Scrapyard, and we're gonna do a boxing match. Shout out to all our sponsors. Check them out below in the description, especially Pishoto Premium Clothing Brand. Guys, be safe and fight hard.
You've both been briefed on the rules before the fight. Protect yourselves at all times. Listen to my commands at all times. Touch gloves now. Go back to your corners.
I forgot I ref this fight.
Timer. Fighter, you ready? Fighter, you ready? Scrap hard, round one.
Yeah. Straight shot.
Yeah.
Inside, every way inside. Slip it, throw some punches and you slip. Okay. Return after you slip. Go 1, 2, 3. Take your shot. Set it up. There you go. Take your shot.
30 seconds!
Break. Oh, fight.
Use that reach. Use that reach. 1-2. 1-2.
Where's the damn cup?
Come on, K-Dub.
Yeah, we're good.
Come on, let me get you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Keep slipping, but when you slip, after you go down, throw something. If you're down, hit his body. Slip, throw a punch. When you're slipping or after you slip, throw something else. Keep going.
Out your mouth. Other thing, be first. Punches first, you'll win.
10 seconds!
Corners out. Seconds out.
5 seconds!
Seconds out. What do you mean, John? Fighter, you ready? Fighter, you ready? Scrap hard, round 2.
Grab hard, grab yard. Gloves up, guns down, y'all.
Good. Nice. There you go. Nice. Throw that right one in there. Smoother than that. Don't get sloppy. Okay.
Y'all better put on a show for Fire Chicken's birthday.
Break.
Headbutt to the eye socket.
It was an accident. You're good, man. It was an accident. Neutral corner, go over there.
Let's go.
My bad, bro.
No.
Yeah, keep
Hurry, it's starting to rain.
Keep him at your end. Keep him at the end of your
Don't
punches.
get sloppy.
You got range. Throw 1-2. 1-2.
Don't forget to go low. High, low, high.
Got 1-2 on him. Yes, there you go. Perfect. Don't let him push you up against the wall. Throw him off. Let him fly. Let him fly. Remember, be first.
Go to work, Cameron.
Got other punches too.
Take your shot.
Grab a wall.
Don't go with your
Push,
head down.
push forward.
Jab your way in.
Take the
and then
center of
go
the
in.
ring. Yes, there you go. Go, keep on him. Yep, get him. Get him. He didn't like that. Yes, another one. 1, 2. Throw 2 of them.
Slip and then go to work.
2 punches.
Return after you slip. Don't slip for nothing.
30
He didn't
seconds!
like that punch.
Don't go in with your head down. Jab your way in.
Jab, jab, cross.
Come on. Keep your other hand up. No, keep your other hand up.
Listen, Cameron, give him it. Give it to it clean. Jab your way in and start smacking him.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I posted.
Here, 1, 2, 1, 2. Just keep throwing those 1, 2s. Your reach is so much further than his.
My headbutt kind of hurt me.
Gotta let that one go.
Scrap hard. Third and final round. Let's go.
All right, hands up. 1, 2.
Round,
1, 2.
Dig deep, guys. Let's get it.
Big 1, 2. Just like I said, straight down the straight punches. Straight punches. Yep, just like that. Double it up though. 1, 2, 1, 2. Don't just throw one punch.
Sight. There you go.
Good.
Whoa.
Go back to work. Go back to work. Don't wait on him.
Right through that jab, yo.
Keep taking your shots.
Yep, just like that. Keep it. Double it up. 1, 1. Throw 2 jabs. Back to back. Whop, whop. You don't have to be power with the jabs. Speed. Just be fast. Go
Round
quick,
3.
quick, fast. Whop, whop.
Yep, bop, bop. Just like that, bop, bop.
Keep it on in there. Risk it for the biscuit.
Yeah, biscuit.
All right, pick up the pace now, Cameron.
Come on, y'all. Come on.
Come on, guys.
Pick up the pace of the fight. Let's get it. Don't get too wild, but pick up the pace.
You got the cardio. Let's go.
This ain't no fire. Come on, pick up the pace. Go to work. Take your shots and go to work.
Hands up. Protect your face.
Jab,
We
jab,
slow, we go.
Same shit. Jab, jab,
Yeah. Keep going.
See blood.
30
Pick
seconds.
up the pace.
30 seconds. Let's get it. 30 seconds.
Work, go,
Come
go.
on, get up. Come on, get
Keep
up.
unloading. Let your hands go.
Don't straight.
Cameron, let your hands go.
Great break.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2,
1, 2, 1, 2.
Good fight, y'all.
Great fight, guys.
Your winner by unanimous decision.
Let's go, baby. Hey, shout out to this man, bro. Hey, thank you everybody who's been following me since the very beginning. Hey, gonna do Golden Gloves. They're coming up, and so look for me, lights out, underscore CTB. You'll find me on Instagram. Let's go.
Yes,
What'd you think of that
sir.
fight? What'd you think of that fight?
I thought that they were very cautious in the beginning. King 4 Dub's timing was a little off. I think that when they picked it up a little bit, cardio started to really come into play. And that's how Lights Out was really able to capitalize this cardio. Also, you can't count him out. He does have a number of fights, so.
Huh.
The reffing was great, though.
Yeah. I almost gave King 4 Dub an 8 count in the first
In the
round.
third.
Yeah, or in the first one because he was and he was taking like a bunch of punishment, but Lights Out went out.
I think you were fine about not giving him one in the first because, like what I would like to see is like if a fighter takes like we'll say 3 consecutive unanswered shots, and then you could jump in and be like, okay, use your discretion. If there's a body shot in there, you might not consider that one like. But you also got to look at if the fighter looks like he's trying to get out of it too. If he's still fighting through it, you kind of just got to use your discretion. But if he turns away, that's when you got to jump in and protect the fighter.
Yeah.
So referees, super important job. I was actually just reading a post that I got tagged in on Facebook, and I had to, it was about a fighter passing away in a professional bout recently, back in August. The guy died. He got knocked out in like 18 seconds and died. And the post was about, like, we need to make sure we're taking proper precautions and stopping the fights when we need to. And I feel like we do. We 100% stop fights when they need to out at the scrapyard. But I also had to put out there that we do take safety super serious out at the scrapyard, because, and you can attest for this too. I mean, what's your mom come out and do every event? What does Tess come out and do every event? What does Lights Out's mom comes out and helps out with? I mean, the one thing that I make sure is oh, could you hear me at all?
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder what microphone it's going off of then. Anyway, the one thing that is super important to us out here is to make sure that the fighters are safe. This is why I put padding on the cage. I don't have anything that could stab somebody. I make it as safe as possible. We have a nurse's station. We have full array of medical supplies. We have fighters get checked out before and after each fight. Fighters are put on suspensions if they're knocked out. We have a defibrillator in case something were to happen. And our nurses have real experience. And I feel like that's the minimum that should be done. If you're holding fights and you don't have somebody that has real nursing capabilities, then I mean, it's like driving without insurance. You don't need it until you need it. And I don't want to see a fighter sitting there going in and out of consciousness and not know what to do when, we have a nurse that knows how to check their pupils and advise us what to do. So that's something that we've actually had for quite a while. Yeah, it's just part of everything that we do. Every single event, right?
Yep.
I mean,
Really important.
you've even helped out with nursing stuff, right?
Yeah, mom's had to.
I mean, Solo's helped out. Solo's helped the nurses out. There's always people that are willing to help out, and that's what I love about this community out here, is that there's so many people that just want to be part of the community and contribute, whether it's through nursing, reffing, camera. That's the scrapyard family.
Yep.
And we don't put enough of that on camera. When you got people that watch on YouTube, they think, well, those are just backyard fights. There's nothing going on. They don't know that we weigh people with a doctor scale, that we check IDs, that we assess their skill level by talking to them, that we have a numbering system to figure out where they are on the skill list so that we can match appropriately. Like when you guys see that we make changes at the scrapyard, you might see some new camera or new angle or whatever, but you don't see all the stuff that we don't put on camera, the things that make the yard better. You don't see the food vendor that's coming out every month helping out, doing that on his own time and just wants to be part of the scrapyard. You don't see people donating water, and you don't see people. I mean, it really is. It's a great community, and anybody that fights out here, unless they come up with some hatred for me down the line because I, told them to earn a title fight or some stupid ass reason, You know, they all come out here and could say that they had a good time, they made friends, and it was a good community. That
Yeah.
can't be denied. And that's why I made that post in the group so long ago about I want to know your guys' experiences with the scrapyard. I want you guys to make a post and tell us what you think. And you can go through it. You can even read people in there that aren't part of the scrapyard anymore, that just kind of moved on or whatever. But while they were here, you can't deny that they were having a good time and that they were treated fairly. And that's another thing, is I try to treat people fair, unbiased, and accept everyone. I don't ever give anybody a win on a fight because, oh, you know, that person's been around here a while. I tell the people that are doing that, and you'll see it. You'll see people lose, and it's like, why would they let that person lose? It's because it doesn't matter who you are. It's supposed to be unbiased.
Mm-hmm. Very grateful for the scrapyard.
I appreciate you, man. Well, I got a couple more things to talk about before I shut it down. Let me see. If there are people that would like to get involved with the scrapyard that are still paying attention this late in the podcast,
You can spectate.
oh,
You
let's
can.
see. Oh, Milo's wondering if we have anything for a title fight at 125. Well, there's a couple people that have come out recently that are around your weight. If you just sign up, then I can look at doing that. I'm going to be more stringent on my title fights, to be honest, though. In the past, I've let people come out and take title fights that have never fought before, and it's like they win and they just wanted it to say that they won a belt at the scrapyard, and they never defend it, and then I'm stuck holding on to this person's name as a champion. Yeah, they beat a person in the scrapyard, but I feel like if you're a title holder, you should defend it once or twice before you're legitimately a champion. But we are looking for people. We're looking for people that want to make some music for us, that want to do some painting on our shipping container, people that can do interviews, people that want to start their own podcasts that are, around the scrapyard, that are all about what we do and combats, whatever, like whatever's building on our community is what I want to help people achieve, I'd be tweaking. Bro, hit me up. Scrapyardfighting@gmail.com. Matchmaker Top Knocker. Yep. Ty Jeremy's in here.
What up?
As also, I want to point out, like, better weather's coming up. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. And we will do more barbecues.
Yeah, I was going to ask, when's the next?
Well, it can't be this weekend. I got something with my kiddo I gotta do, but right now the weather's kind of choppy. Like Friday night's supposed to be good, but Saturday no, Sunday no. Don't worry, we'll get into it, and I'm gonna really try to do maybe a couple of these a month, but I got to make it in a way that people can take garbage out with them and help clean up, because that is one reason I don't like to do them as much, is because I do have to do cleanup, and it is a pain in the ass, but soon. Again, last thing, tune in Heart in the Fight this Saturday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, for the 4th annual award show. People are going to get awards. That's actually, I don't know if I can show you because my camera's kind of being weird right now, but you can kind of see it like right over here. This little guy right here, he's kind of hidden, but I got that award one time from Heart in the Fight. But thanks to them for hooking me up with that. But I got to finish this fight I'm going to put out tomorrow. I'm putting the one we just watched. So
Hey,
the April card is actually going to be 420 this year.
whoa.
Yeah. Hey,
Cage
you're not
gonna,
21, so don't even think about it.
Cage is gonna smell
We-
left.
Weed is legal in Washington State, people, but I don't let people do it near the cage or anything like that. We don't drink or do that out here. So, you know,
Yeah, we had
yeah.
to kick someone because they did it near the cage. Joking.
Oh, hey, if I ask you not to do it next to the cage, and then you tell me you'd rather not come out to the fights anymore, then don't get mad at me, because I'm just saying I don't want people smoking weed next to the cage when the fights are going on. That's a rule that's been like since the beginning of time. So don't get mad at me. And then if you fold your arms and pout about it and don't come back, then I mean, it is what it is, you know. By the way, I could use a couple security people out here too. So if you are interested in security at the scrapyard, you want to walk around, you want to pick people up over your head and throw them out. Not necessarily. I'm just joking about that, but we're making sure people aren't filming, doing things they're not supposed to be doing, etc. If you can help out with that, maybe you can be part of the scrapyard team. But I'm looking for consistency. That's the biggest thing is I need consistency. But you do it long enough to get your name on the wall.
Security wall or staff, right? It's the staff team.
Wall. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Speaking
All right,
of stuff,
guys.
there's a bunch of new names on the staff.
There's new names on the staff wall. Your mom and Tessa are on there.
Yep.
Some people got removed. Hey, but you know what? I'm going to say this about the staff wall, though. The staff wall is not permanent. The staff wall is there to show who is currently helping out with stuff. It's not meant to create any hard feelings when someone's removed off of it. It's just meant to make more space. So no hard feelings. The Wall of Fame that's forever. The Fighter of the Year, that's forever. The only way that you could get your name removed off of either one of those is if you did something really, really bad, like really, really bad, and you might get like put on a police list. You probably get your name taken off the wall. So don't do dumb shit.
Yep, that's true. I'm not gonna do anything dumb.
I know you won't.
Please.
Oh man. All right. I gotta let you go, man. It's getting late. I gotta get up with kids and stuff in the morning, and I do have to make a thumbnail for the fight that's coming out tomorrow. So.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. As Zach says, in order to be good at MMA, you must be a good boxer. I think
Not true.
You must be a good
No.
wrestler.
Mm.
I think having a good wrestling base is
Not
key.
even true.
Really?
It's mixed martial arts. No, it's mixed martial arts. You just got to cover yourself on a few different things. So you could have absolutely no wrestling and be a Brazilian jiu-jitsu guy and get taken down by a wrestler, and you could use your Brazilian jiu-jitsu to submit a wrestler. You could be a Muay Thai kickboxer. You don't need to know how to box, but you gotta have at least one striking and one grappling. So, but there are people that have won fights without one or the other. But you don't need boxing. You don't need Muay Thai. You don't need kickboxing. But if you got one of any of those, and then you got, one of judo, Greco-Roman wrestling, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, freestyle wrestling, any of those, that'll all help you out with the ground stuff. So, yeah, that's why they call it mixed martial arts.
Yep, that's very true. It's a mix of styles.
All right, man.
All right, Steve.
Have a good night. I will. Maybe we'll see you before the next event, but I don't know if we have a barbecue or whatever. But I'll let you guys all know.
My birthday is on the 26th.
The 26th.
Yep, 2 days after the event.
Okay, you'll finally be old enough to compete.
Yeah. Maybe get my name on the wall of fame.
I think your name's already on the wall of fame.
No, I know. All right, Steve.
All right, man. Take care.
Yep, you as well.
In my opinion, you need at least a striking background that includes kicks, punches, and you need wrestling. I mean, I don't necessarily disagree with you, Milo, but to be honest, like I don't think that you need to know how. I don't think that you need to be proficient in kicking to be a mixed martial artist. You can be a boxer that knows how to check kicks. The defense is more important than the offense. Okay. Because ultimately what a mixed martial artist is trying to do is they're trying to implement their own game plan on their opponent. So if you're a boxer that has Brazilian jiu-jitsu, okay, so my game plan is to knock you on your ass and submit you. Wrestling, okay, you get a top position, but a BJJ fighter is going to get the bottom position. You want takedowns? Yeah, you need wrestling for that. Or judo or something else. They all got their positives and negatives, you know? I mean, kickboxing, you know, your hands aren't going to be as good as a boxer. Boxing, your kicks aren't going to be there. Wrestling, your jiu-jitsu's not going to be. Your jiu-jitsu's not going to be there. Jiu-jitsu, your wrestling's not going to be there. Your submissions, you know, judo, you're not going to be as good on the ground as a BJJ guy, but you're going to have better takedowns. And just pick what you need from each one. Know how to defend everything. You don't need to be a black belt in one thing, just a purple belt in everything. Sign up though. We're getting a lot more people your size, Milo. All right, guys. So that's all I got. I totally forgot about Instagram again. Apparently, we still got people watching on Instagram. I have not responded to a single message that anybody said on there, and I'm sorry, guys. But I'm giving you an outlet to watch. So, if you want to watch this whole thing, scroll through it, find the parts you want to watch. Go to our YouTube channel. If you're watching on Instagram right now, that's where all of our fights happen. I only put clips on our Instagram. So thank you for watching. Thanks for being part of it, guys. Catch you on the next one. Fire Chicken out.